All right, here we go, folks. We've got ourselves a magnificent series coming at you. Spawning down in the bottom right for Basilisk, it is Serral in the red. And his opponent spawning up at the top left for Storm Gaming, it is MaxPax in the blue. Serral going to be going for the Extractor Trick 15 hatch, and this one is without the Overlord, so he will get this down despite a very fast scout from MaxPax. MaxPax is going to see this, and he's a smart lad. He knows that this is the fastest possible hatchery you can take in this matchup without basically going like, 14 hatch, no Extractor Trick, or even something stupid like 12 hatch, where you would actually just... You would do, I would say if you went 12 hatch, you would do so much damage to your own economy that the game at this level against a player of MaxPax's caliber would be effectively over. I think it would actually be that bad. Yeah, no, I think a player of MaxPax's caliber would just win a standard macro game from there, if nothing else changed. Now, obviously, that's not what we see. So we talk about the fastest in terms of what is viable at the pro level. And this Eric opener, it is certainly viable. Eric, of course, a Brazilian Zerg player, for anyone who's not familiar, came up with this kind of new age style of playing. Oh, the probe! Oh, citizens arrest the drone. Catches the probe on the rally, which means it wasn't mineral walking. Serral. Oh, that's a big mind game advantage. That is a huge little win. Weird to say huge and little in the same sentence in this context, but that is pretty big. Now, this is really cool. I think Serral might have built a set of lings in response to this. Probe Scout goes down, which means he doesn't get to see the lings pop out. They come out 10 seconds earlier than normal. Adept is going to be chrono boosted out, but if MaxPax sends this across the map and Serral... No, keep going. Do the dark. Oh, I was so excited about Serral slipping the lings in, getting a free scout, getting maybe a probe or two. We're not going to see that, though. We are not going to see that. Okay. What are we going to see here from MaxPax? Man, I'm really disappointed Serral didn't send the lings across the map. That was a golden opportunity, in my opinion, to just be a bit of a dingus with those lings, which is, of course, I mean in a good way. Oh, MaxPax getting a drone right here and a ling. Well, that's really good for MaxPax. Oops, Serral trying to cut off the Adept. Does manage to get a little bit of damage, but MaxPax getting a drone and a ling. I would say that that kind of evens the early math out. Ooh, Serral trying to escape with the Overlord, but the Stalker catches it. And he will force... Oh, okay, yeah. He will force the Oracle to be used here for vision, but MaxPax is going to be more than happy to do so. And that supply blocks Serral for just a little bit, right as an inject... Well, I think an inject... No. It's just larva stacking up. So a good way to check if a supply block is impactful is just to look at the larva count when the supply block comes through. If a bunch of injects are on the way and, Zerg is only floating 1 larva, 2 larva, it's not the biggest of deals. But if they're floating like 6, 7, 8 larva, that's a pretty big deal. Speaking of big deals, we are going to see 3 drones getting picked off. Good job from MaxPax. Already doing more damage with his first Oracle than most players do against Serral by like the 6 or 7 minute mark with their Oracles. This is already a great start for MaxPax. 3 drones, really nice. Especially the fact that there was a spore, well, 2 spores built rather early on, and the spore was not able to help out. It wasn't, of course, the fastest spore, but anytime you build a spore and it is just not in time for the Oracles, that's a really painful situation. Did the lings spot these Adepts? I think so. MaxPax, though, is going to try and go for a 3-pronged setup. Stasis Ward. Yes, there we go. Shift clicking it. Oh, we will see the pull in the natural expansion. Units are going to be deflected, but in the third base, here come the Adepts. They're going to be able to grab I think just one drone. Yeah, just one drone for 2 Adepts. And a little mineral line pull. Great defense from Serral there. And the creep spread of Serral is already fantastic. Meanwhile, behind this, though, MaxPax going for charge and +1, not blink. He is a blinky boy, usually. So I love that he's mixing things up here. Oh, he almost grabbed 2 drones on the rally. Serral, though, the next 2 drones pulls them out. But MaxPax, man, he's so good at finding these angles. Another 2 drones getting picked off with these oracles. Meanwhile, oh, look at this. Stalker warp in. That is going to look like... it's Blink Stalkers. The Zealot warp in shouldn't really betray this. Good jobs from Serral. He kills that warping in Stalker. Best target he could go for. Serral, though, he might skip roaches for a little while. He's got the roach warren, of course. Very important to build that. If you don't build it, you're really leaving yourself open for aggression. Okay, now that the Zealots have been spotted at this third base, that should cause Serral to build roaches. He is still droning at the moment, and MaxPax is getting a War Prism. He's on 6 gates. Going to be a Templar Archives as well, and he's got money for 2 Archons. Okay, there we go. There's the roaches from Serral. Is it enough? We will... It should be as long as he keeps building roaches. Oh, and now good job from Serral. He's going to catch... Well, he's going to catch the army. He's going to see the size of it. And yeah, there we go. More roaches from Serral. He's already up at 75 drones. 4 base economy. And, oh, he's moving the spore from the natural to the 4th base. And you can tell by that little move how much Serral respects MaxPax as a player. Because he wouldn't cut that corner if he didn't think MaxPax was an extremely good player that was worth cutting corners against. He would just build a 4th spore. That tells you how good of a player he knows MaxPax is. He knows, or he feels like, he should be cutting these little corners. Meanwhile, behind this, we do see a 2nd robotics facility and a robotics bay coming on in. Serral hasn't seen... Oh, no, he did see the robotics bay, but he hasn't seen the 2nd robotics facility. I expect it'll probably be Colossus maybe into Disruptors. Or possibly even into Immortals. Classic has kind of pioneered that play a little bit in recent history. Beefing up your army with more Immortals. This time, though, we do see a fast hive from Serral, and he's got what he needs to deal with this little push. He's confident in his ability to continue teching. Serral has... Oh, no, he hasn't gotten down to the natural. Zealot's kind of distracting on the top side. MaxPax not going to be able to get too much done. Ooh! Stasis Ward somehow did actually complete. There is another one back here. Actually, 2 more back here. 4 drones going to fall, but Serral doing a good job of deflecting these attacks. This is really a feint as much as anything. Here comes the drop, though. Warp in, I should say, in the main base. Good positioning from Serral. MaxPax is going to go for the recall. I think he saves 5 of the Zealots. 6? 5 of the Zealots. That's better than nothing. Meanwhile... It's weird to say main push, because this is like, once again, heavy teching behind this from MaxPax. But kind of, I guess, the main push. Getting deflected. Great creep spread from Serral, but MaxPax has kind of cleared it up a little bit in this middle area. MaxPax, oh, he's building a 2nd Templar Archives. This is an oopsie. He did not need to build that 2nd Templar Archives. Little bit of a brain fart from MaxPax, but he is pushing with these Colossus. No extended thermal lance, no +2, no blink just yet, but they are coming very quickly. And Vipers are not yet out. Serral, he is actually having a bit of trouble defending this base. And there's another warp in on the bottom side that found... I don't know if the 6 drones died here or at the other side, but MaxPax is really... Even though he's down in supply, he's really got the initiative. Oh, we see the timing on the Viper. Corrosive Vials do get dodged. MaxPax getting this hatchery very low. If he can kill this, it would be just really nice. But a lot of roaches in the back. Now, MaxPax is going to distract with another warp in. Serral really trying to get in here, but he's not able to do so just yet. 5th base on the way for MaxPax. Oh, that's a nice nice stasis ward right there. 2 abducts already. Serral getting these units in here as quickly as possible. Another decent stasis ward.
We embrace the glory of battle.
+1 missile about to finish up here for Serral. He's got a Spire on the way. Adrenal Glands. This game could really settle down. The fact that he held this base is extremely nice. Oh, wow. MaxPax on 5 Colossus. I didn't realize he built a 5th one. He is getting Storm. No second Forge. I do think that if you're going to play heavy ground toss, it's really important to get that second Forge. Add on those armor upgrades. Just be more versatile. Ooh, okay. This is going to be big. Oh, Viper's a little bit too far back, but the High Templar are kind of zoning them out. Even without the Storm available, just being able to push those High Templar back means that 5 +2 Colossus are going to absolutely wreck face. This one War Prism has stayed alive this whole time. Resources lost. Pretty dead even at this point. Serral is building a bank, and it is Gressvon. It is really difficult to break through. Nice static defense setup on the bottom side by Serral as well. MaxPax. And just knocking down his own rocks, which is a little bit strange. Oh, that's a big roach run by on the left side. This stasis ward, if it gets the right shot, will be very nice. This army is gigantic. This is actually a lot of army supply on the other side of the map. MaxPax does have a little bit of free supply to warp in. There's the Zealot warp in. Battery overcharge getting popped as well. Vipers need to get some big shots. Huge storms. Blinding Clouds not going to be the most effective. Banelings will connect on a few of the High Templar. But that was an extremely expensive fight for Serral. MaxPax, oh, he's going to have tough times. And the Zealots getting bottlenecked by their own setup here, their own pylons. Base does go down from earlier, but this counterattack is getting really good damage done. And this will force a recall. But this is also a lot of army supply here for Serral. It's going to go down. It's roaches. You want to trade them. And he did successfully trade at first, but now they're just going to be kind of thrown away. Damn, Colossus hit hard. MaxPax just mining gas from this base, but he's not going to be able to mine from this base much longer at all. +3 Adrenal Glands Lings are going to tear this down in short order. Meanwhile, Serral checking almost certainly for the late game Stargate transition. He wants to know if he's safe to go into Broodlords. Oh, that's a lot of Lings dying in the blink of an eye. I spotted them on the minimap, and then they disappeared as I tracked over. Now, of course, it's, 5 +2 Colossi. Of course they're going to disappear. +3 weapons. I would have loved to see a Contaminate, but we're not going to see it. Ooh, nice Revelation. Does tag the Vipers. Do we see feedbacks on the Queens? Nope, not going to see them for now. Zealot on the top side. Looks like it got 3 drones. MaxPax is trying to hit before the Broodlords, but unfortunately for him, the Broodlords are already out. They're going to start going to town on the High Templar. Storm on 1 Broodlord. Not going to be the greatest. There is very few Stalkers here, which is to say just 2. Ooh, Abducts on Immortals. Can he get this one Immortal? No! Abducts on the High Templar. That's huge! Very nice job from Serral. MaxPax getting caught there. Getting caught super hard. That was 2 high energy High Templar. Now there's only 2 left on the field. And I think... Where are they? This one just has energy for a feedback. This one has energy for Storm. How much? 2 Storms. Or 3 feedbacks. We are going to see the attack on the top side. There's no Vipers here. Oh, Stasis Ward just being avoided. Nice hot pickup on the 1 Colossus, but he needs to drop it back down. Archon's doing pretty well here. Abducts. Oh, will get that Colossus. Somehow survived the first shot. Archon's having a tough time against these Broodlords. Broodlords on the bottom side are going to do very well here. Both players doing a lot with a little. Oh, the units coming out of the Stasis Ward will kill the Colossus. Immortal getting abducted. That's a very nice pickoff. And now the Broodlord's rotating up to the top side. Archon trying to close the distance with the Broodlord. Not able to do so. Just barely able to keep themselves alive. And that's a great defense once again from Serral. Did this Nexus ever die? It did. Yeah, it's been rebuilt. Serral getting Burrow now as well. And finally, MaxPax adding on the Stargates and the Fleet Beacon. He didn't want to admit that this was going long, but it is. both players they've been really kept on a relatively low economy for this stage of the game. Ooh, Banelings do have +2. They're going to get in on the left side. They're going to get huge probe damage. 22 probes going down in the blink of an eye. We are going to see these Banelings. Oh, will they be dealt with? No, they are going to get in. Getting another 5 or 6 kills and more Banelings on the top side. Serral suddenly pulling the trigger, getting 30+ probes. Oh, MaxPax. Oh, he gets another huge hit to the face of his economy. And now there's Infestors here. We will see a Mortal Zealot kind of splitting off. Oh, big fungal growth. Can he chain it? Oh, he gets the High Templar. That's huge, and that means no more Storm. Zealots are going to get cleaned up on the top side. 4 drones for 39 probes, and Serral. Oh, he's going to keep hammering his opponent's economy. There's no cannons here. There are, of course, pylons for Warpins, but these are 3-1 Zerglings, and Serral is going to be able to take game number 1 in fantastic fashion. Very well done. All right, here we go. Game number 2 on Babylon. Spawning up at the top left for Basilisk. It is Serral. In the red. And his opponent spawning up at the top right for Psystorm Gaming. It is MaxPax. In the blue. MaxPax making a lot of cool maneuvers in that game. But Serral kind of answering everything. And the game felt pretty even. Even after the 5th base of MaxPax went down, it didn't feel unplayable. It felt like he still had plays to make. But then the Banelings swept in from the left. They swept in on the top. They swept in on the 3rd base. Killed almost 40 probes in one massive hammer blow. And it just took all the momentum out of MaxPax. There just wasn't enough static defense. No walls. The Roach counterattack was really good, actually, from Serral. If that Roach counterattack doesn't go through, I wonder if MaxPax could have kept pushing. He did have a really good army, and I don't think the Broodlords were out by that time. And Broodlords were kind of necessary. Even when the Broodlords were out and there was like an army split, things were not looking easy for Serral. Like, MaxPax had a lot of initiative, and he was using it very well. Utilizing the multi-attack paths on Grespon. That was just a great game overall. Really worthy of these two players. MaxPax being a nuisance with this probe. Obviously, he did lose that first probe in game number 1. And, well, that's that sucks. When that happens, that really sucks. I do wish that Serral had embraced the inner madman a little bit with the first 2 lings after he killed the first probe. That's something that Dark, for example, and maybe even Lambo would be very willing to kind of go with the flow on. Just like, oh, I killed your probe. You're not going to send another probe to scout me. And especially with Serral's reputation as being an extremely safe macro player. That's not to say he won't, do all-ins. He's already played Swarm Hosts twice against Showtime and did so in magnificent fashion. But it is worth noting that when you have that reputation as, not pulling the trigger, and then you go for it, that's when you become one of the scariest players in the world. And I think that's part of what makes Maru such a good player. That's part of what Serral actually has rebranded himself a little bit to. I want to say it was like 2 years ago that he started doing all-ins more. And he's made himself a lot more difficult to deal with. Now, we do see this Adept gets in here, grabs a Ling, does take a fair bit of HP damage. But kind of nice pick. Oh, Serral. Just throwing a dart at that one Adept right there. We are going to see double Adept coming into the main base. Ooh, they're not quite paired up perfectly. Nice grab by Serral. Oh, MaxPax getting a little bit eager. A little bit over-eager, I would say. Ling Speed is going to get the kill. That's a fantastic cleanup for Serral. That was about as good as it gets. 3 Lings for 2 Adepts. No drones going down. After you got hatch blocked, that is an extremely good start for Serral. And once again, I have to preface that with at this level. Because, you know, like, MaxPax is used to getting a drone or two here and there. Oh, double Stargate. Is this double Stargate Void Ray? Oh my god. Or is this going to be 2 Stargate Carrier? Oh, Phoenix. He started up Phoenix at the Stargate for a moment. It will be Phoenix's. Okay. Did MaxPax just tip his hand, though? I wonder if Serral was... I saw it on the production tab for a split second. I wasn't actually looking at the Stargate. But Serral, I mean, obviously, he's one of the best mini-map watchers and, you know, fastest players of all time. He probably was looking at that. We do see the third base coming on in, but of course, Serral's going to know this is late. This is like 45 seconds late. There's got to be something up. Ooh, Serral, going to be able to find one probe. And he'll get it. Now, if Serral goes for an aggressive push with roaches off of, like, I don't know, 40, 55 drones, something like that, this would be extremely good for MaxPax. I do like, speaking of, like, strategic diversity and all that, I love when MaxPax mixes things up. Oh, shield battery will get killed. No cancel. Oof. And Zealot's going to warp in. That is a nice series setup play from MaxPax. But, oh, no. No lings going down. Or no probes going down, I should say. Serral still has to wonder. This feels like something is missing. Oh, MaxPax supply blocked. Okay. He's going to move out with the Phoenixes. This has been a really good start for Serral. Oh. MaxPax, ooh, hesitating. Okay, I'm kind of on board with this, actually, a little bit. Forge, robotics facility. Okay, I was going to say there's no gap there, so, or there is a gap there, so it's not going to be an idiot situation where the one unit's an idiot. All right, Phoenixes are revealing themselves. It's just a couple of roaches. Nidus Worm coming on in. Phoenix. Oh, I was just going to say, I don't think he kills that roach. Not with the first lift. That is a lot of queens, by the way. No +1 air weapons just yet. It is coming in just now. MaxPax, how many drones can he get in the main base? There's only one spore. All the queens are out of position. That's just going to be 4 drones, but he will lose a Phoenix. Oh, I was just thinking he might have gotten a little bit too greedy with that 4th lift, and he certainly did. One Overlord going to fall. There's another one in the top left, but of course, how are you going to find that? Big push coming in from Serral, and this looks terrifying. I actually love this response. Ravager's getting morphed in. That's got to raise some alarm bells. Nidus Worm is going to come through. Nice transfuses from Serral. Saves that queen. Oh, this looks so deadly. There are 12 queens on the map. More queens than Phoenixes. Of course, they're going to have the benefit of creep at the front. Every single queen pretty much going to get unloaded. There they are, all 12 of them. 3 more in production. Immortals, not even going to be that helpful. This is Ravager Ling. Oh, good pullback there from MaxPax. But the one queen, or the one Phoenix being left in the front. Second one almost going down as well. This is going to be one of the most difficult holds possible. Oh, look at this. Nidus Worm's being dropped down immediately as other ones go down. Good job for MaxPax kind of nipping in at the left side. Corrosive Vials will get dodged. Void Ray did go down. And we are seeing there's just so many queens here and so much transfuse, even with a lot of transfuse being used. I love the fact that the Nidus Worms are coming down because it means he doesn't have to drop creep. He's just getting creep from it. And MaxPax, he doesn't have anywhere near enough units. Serral coming in with a ferocious attack in game number 2. Will take the game and the series. Very well played from Serral. And if you enjoyed that one, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. We'll catch you on the flip side.